Hi guys, it's Black Spring with Autumn here on your Thursday evening. Hope you guys are doing well out there. And it's been a long week. It's been a long week. I just wanted to come in just for a second, and I don't really have a lot to get on, but I kind of just, it's kind of more about commentary. I kind of started down this path this morning, and where did we wind up? We ended up getting muted. So I don't know what, anything could happen on the shout out to Derek C. Williams when you're dealing with their tube because, you could be everything could be just going just fine and all of a sudden you get shut down. See, it's not really a point of surprise to me. So I'll just try to give you guys a minute or so to come in and I'm already hearing the foreshadowing of their left right dialectics on the midterms, and you know to a great extent, I guess they're still driving the rhetoric car or the narrative car, even post offline, aka shutdown. So hope you guys are doing well out there. But again, this is Black Spring Autumn. But I hope you guys are doing well out there. And yeah, I don't have a ton to come in with, but yes, I am. I did want to tell you about. I want to try to cover something on the artificial intelligence and what is being presented as what was presented, I guess, earlier at one of these conventions as a AI energy crisis, and that's a report. I have a report that I want to share regarding this actual AI energy crisis. So this is going to be it definitely would be. I'll just give you the core. I'll just give you some of the core insights from the briefing. Okay, so um, again, this is about the AI energy crisis, and it talks about it captures the core insights from the briefing, what's driving the surge in AI related electricity consumption, and then it has how national strategies for sovereign AI are accelerating global data center buildouts. The third point is the private sector's role in developing cleaner, more efficient infrastructure. A fourth one is why energy efficiency is becoming a core business advantage in the AI era. And then the fifth one is the regulatory and geopolitical risk shaping the future of AI and energy. So, but then I brought up this point earlier about how does this affect the common man? There's always a lot at stake for the common man. And they might try to convince you that it's going to be, oh, it'll be just a little disruption in your life. And, but eventually to me, it'll mean a shortage for what human beings can consume. Or is that going to translate to higher energy cost for the common man? That's my other question. Are we going to be talking about higher energy costs for the common man, or telling us that we're going to, the push for the smart cities, is that a part of the ultimate goal, is to get human beings off of the grid? Um, so this piece was actually written by Yufan Yu, and this is a U.S. Tech correspondent. Okay, so they're already citing a lot of these 2030 goals, and that includes, to me, I talked about this earlier, about it seems like to me it's going to be a trade-off, or to me a great replacement, in which the human consumption, they have a huge problem with human consumption or human carbon footprint, but they're just going to replace that for their AI energy demands. And to me, whether that means your electricity, your water, I think it's going to end up being less, there'll be less out there for the common man to deal with. Or you'll be blamed that because you're not allowing it to happen, you'll get the blame for, some portion of it. So that's kind of what I want to talk about probably during the weekend. And it's kind of a lot. I mean, this report is at least 19 pages, like 15 pages long. They're citing that by 2030, the data centers will consume as much electricity as the entire country of Japan. Now, can you imagine our current power grid being able um, to sustain that type of data usage? I mean, the electricity usage in addition to the human consumption. I mean, to me, this is like a beast. And I mean, I don't know, I'm not even trying to do this metaphorically, but that's beastly consumption. I would imagine, that's like feeding something. You're feeding something that's a pit. Um, and not to mention environmentally, what is that going to do? What is the ultimate sacrifice? What else will you be sacrificing besides energy for the human consumption or human use? But what does that mean environmentally for human beings if these data centers are the goal and that their consumption is, you know, super high? What does that mean? What type of dangers does that put, you know, environmentally? But there again, you've been told the cultural motive has been climate change, climate crisis, just so they can replace it with another crisis, but then blame you human beings for that crisis. Or you got to be quiet because it's time for the AI you got to feed the AI now. And if you don't feed it, you might be considered a bad human being, or your social credit score might be trash if you're not helping them feed the beast. Okay, so that's kind of what I want to get on about, but that's just me. That's just my x-ray machine going off is what you're hearing right now. But I want to do more of a deep dive on it. But this report is about 15 pages long. And it's 15 pages of, manipulation or deception. it could very well be that. I'm just saying. So I appreciate you guys in the background, even if you're a voyeur, you're not sure if you're coming in here or not. I appreciate those of you who've already hit that like button. It makes a difference. Love, as we call it, loving on the like button here. And in 2025, it still matters. The like button is still a part of the culture, okay? That is a culture that I don't think is going to go away. So I'm probably going to cut out of here in just a moment or so, but I just wanted you to see that there's a shift. There's going to be a shift, I believe, in crisis, okay? They go from one crisis to another, or when they need to shift, they talk about, this is another one of the questions, where will the power come from? They talk about sovereign AI is fueling the race. Where will the power come from? Those kinds of questions. Energy efficiency is becoming a business priority. And you know what that means for the common man, because it's always the big business. They're always prioritized anyway. Okay, that's the priority anyway. So I think the common man will end up getting crushed eventually with all of these by 2030. So I don't know what can we do. If you have anything to share in the comment section regarding the AI energy crisis or what you're seeing in your neck of the woods, if you even have anything to report, if you're anywhere near, if you've seen any of these, if you've actually seen any of these any of these data centers or in your area, let us know. Let me know. You can always send me an email at blackspringwithautumn@gmail.com. And it is 9:02 on the CST. And if you're on the East Coast, you're already at the 10:02 on the PM. So, and for the friends out on the West Coast, you're at 7:02 PM. So I appreciate you guys for taking the time, and for the one or two people that have come in here and loved on the like button. If it's worth your time, I think you should give it. You should. If it's not worth your time, then walk away. What do you have to lose? But if you're spending your time here, then I would think if it's not worth your time, don't hit it, and don't stay here. I'm just saying, just giving, just a little bit of a little perspective there on, taking your time, or being a voyeur. And even if you do a drive by thumbs up, that's still a thumbs up. Okay. In the replay section, I appreciate you guys. But I do believe this digital age will be a doozy. I do believe that this energy crisis, this another manufactured crisis, um, will be a doozy. And figure out where you are, and if you have anything to report, we'd love to hear from you. And like I said, even if you do something like that, I'll be happy to share what you guys have sent to me. And of course, if you want to share comments on it, you can just send it to me, and then I can also, I'll tag you in, and we'll share it on the echo chamber version of this. So I appreciate you guys. It is getting a little bit later, and for those of us that are working in the morning, we probably need to go ahead and wrap it on up. We need to, as they say, take it on down for the evening, or at least figure out, how much more time we're going to spend on this Thursday, November 20th, 2025. So I appreciate you guys. For those of you who have come in and loved on the like button, we've got 3 people, and it looks like I have 1 person in the background. So yeah, I'm interested in this whole scenario. I'm seeing some quotes in here. Just let me give you a couple of quotes. It says, companies care about how much energy their data centers use, because it hits their bottom line every day. And then it goes on to say, hello, Emily-Elm16. Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for loving on the like button. The next one says, we shouldn't give AI unlimited power unless it earns it. So you see what I'm talking about? We're speaking in conditionals, like we're going to put it all out there. If it earns it, like we're going to, like, to me, that kind of gets into a bit of the, like, selling your souls. Like, what? Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Do we have some new people in the chat? Good evening to Somali8434. I am Danger420. And thank you so much for coming in. Then Emily Elm16. Age. I don't know. What say you? You have to, what is my profession? Well, I've got multiple professions. Oh, I appreciate you guys so much for coming in, and thank you guys for loving on the like button. Somebody said, I am Danger 420 says, I look like Gloria. I look like Gloria from the movie Madagascar. I have no idea who Gloria is. Okay, I appreciate you for coming in, and I thank you guys, for those of you who have loved on the like button. Thank you. And realize. Oh, that's really sweet of you. Thank you so much for taking the time to come in. I appreciate it. But yes, I'm talking about this AI energy crisis report that I wanted to zero in, and I'm just thinking that I think it's going to be a trade-off. I think they're going to be asking more of the common man's, why they've spent 20 years, the last 20 years, lecturing us about carbon footprints and flying and emissions, and we've had rolling blackouts, only to come in and say, hey, we're going to need tetrawatts of 945 tetrawatts to run a data center. I think that's more deception. Hi, the real Shelton. How are you? Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. I'm just dropping in with just a little mini little mini preview on what I want to get into, at least maybe by the weekend. I know, like I said, this is Thursday, and you guys are probably wrapping it up and winding it down. So at the Real Shelton, always feel free to drop your link in the stream, as well as Realize. Uh, she says he got jokes. Gloria is a hippo voiceover by Jada Pinkett Smith. Okay, now we're games, huh? Oh boy, games. This day's been it's been it's been a trick bag kind of Thursday. Let's see. Tyrone T 404015. Huh? I don't know what in the world. I have no idea what you're referring to. But I appreciate you guys for coming in and loving on the like button. And we will come back to, I want to get more into this energy crisis report. Energy crisis report. So this is a solar powerhouse that, it kind of talks about China holds the key to Asia's green energy goals. So I'm not sure how much of this we're going to get into, but yeah, but we'll see. Thank you, realize. I mean, who knew, I've had a later start to the day, and some of us have some time off next week that's coming our way, and I couldn't be more I couldn't be more happy that we have some time coming up that we have off, because woohoo, it's been a doozy. It's been a doozy of the last 16 weeks. It's been a doozy. So yeah, but I appreciate you guys for coming in. So thank you guys for loving on the like button. And when I come back, we'll talk about this AI energy crisis. And do I work in IT? No, I don't. I don't quite work in IT. No, I don't. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Maybe that's what I should be doing, because I think that's going to be, if I did work in IT, it would be a matter of what angle am I going to, what am I going to do in IT? I mean, what am I going to do in IT that AI is not doing in IT right about now? I think that's that's part of a larger conversation or a larger perspective on that. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for those of you that have loved on the like button. And the Somali 8434 says, you sound like a teacher or a healthcare worker. Okay, well, I appreciate it. And let me go through here and just say hi to everyone. Emily M16, thank you so much for coming in. Somali 8434, thank you for coming in. Of course, realize, thank you for coming in. I appreciate your support and for taking care of things. And the Real Shelton, thank you, the Real Shelton, for coming in. And Tyrone T 4015, thank you so much for coming in. So I think I'll probably come back tomorrow morning with a little something. I'm not sure what it's going to be related to, but we'll see. It'll probably be more along the lines of breaking news. Seems like we're always breaking news around here. Let's see. What else do we have? And I think that's going to wrap it up, guys. All right. Thanks so much for coming in. And thank you to those of you who came in and loved on the like button, because you're making every moment count, every stream count. I appreciate it. And thank you guys who have supported so far, because you guys have helped us get to where we are. So hopefully there'll be more things that we can do. I'd like to be able to bring some people on. Eventually, I'd like to be able to bring some people on, some guests on, that can talk about some things that are reflective in the economy, or if we finally start to end up with some issues that are some bottleneck issues in the supply chain, and kind of get a real pulse on that from some people that are dealing with that in that industry every day. All right, guys. So I'll say so long until tomorrow. Negative. Nope. No, I'm not. But I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Thursday evening. And thank you guys for loving on the like button. Bye for now.